Azimio Umoja One Kenya legislators forced a division into the contentious Finance Bill 2023, but the Kenya Kwanza faction managed to carry the day with 176 votes against 81 out of 257 votes cast.
In the vote that was arrived at after a whole day heated debate on Wednesday, the opposition has maintained that the bill remains contentious and that the new taxation is overburdening Kenyans, while Kenya Kwanza, on the other hand, holds that the taxes are necessary if a country is to make progress in reviving the economy and spurring growth for development.
Now, the bill will be subjected to the Committee of the Whole House that will consider amendments by members, a process set to take place next week.
All the honourable members who may be upstanding. Can the bars be drawn?
Hawa wabunge tuacheni ubinafsi kwa mara ya kwanza, tufikirie hawa wananchi. Ni lazima tujinyime, ni lazima tujiadhibu ili tuweze kukomboa hawa wa Kenya. Leo unataka kupinga mswada, leo unataka kupinga bill kwa sababu ya kutafuta umaarufu, siasa za populism. Tunataka siasa za kukomboa taifa hili.
You set out increase VAT on fuel and petroleum products from 8 to 16%. You essentially mean that the cost of living is going to skyrocket automatically. And then you go ahead and remove tax on aircraft, choppers and spare parts for equipment that are only bought or accessed by the who is who, by the very rich in this country.
When you tell us that you want Kenyans to feel pain now, I don't know, they'll go to heaven soon or start enjoying themselves. It reminds me of Shakahola, Mr. Speaker. That is what the people of Shakahola told people. They told them, sell all your assets, come to us, starve and suffer in pain, then die and see heaven. Mr. Speaker, we do not want our hustlers to die. We will speak for them. They are suffering enough, Mr. Speaker.
We started off with issue of housing. We came up with contribution. We moved from contribution. We made it a levy. We have moved from the levy. Now we are calling it a task. Is that not scandalous? For the welfare and the society and the just government of the people, I, Radhoni Wamushomba, say no to an oppressive bill.
To quote the honorable member from Githongori, for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we are here to make hard decisions because leadership calls for us to make hard decisions. Finance bill is one hard decision that if we make today, we shall be proud many years down the line.
Ingekuwa vyema badala kupunguza ushuru wa nyumba, wangepunguza ushuru wa mafuta. Gharama ya maisha ingefanya nini? Ingeshuka chini. Lakini angalia ule bodaboda ambaye alikuwa akizungumziwa. Na kama ni ahadi, serikali hii imeahidi vya kutosha. Na kama ni kulaumu pia imelaumu vya kutosha. Kile tunachotaka sahihi ni kuhakikisha gharama ya maisha inarudi chini.
But the question we should be asking ourselves are questions on accountability, are questions on austerity measures, are questions on how do we fight corruption, so that together we are able to raise them. And that is why we saw in our budget that we are allocating money to go to the sectors like agriculture, so that we are able to increase production.
Collecting and taxing the citizens is not a bad thing, but it's not the right time for the people to be taxed. I wish I came with a pay slip of a teacher. These people are serving so many loans, Mr. Speaker. We are adding for them a housing levy of 1.5. How are they going to pay?
Ask yourself, what element of the Committee of Supply did you challenge yesterday in the Committee of Supply? None. You are telling us to borrow. How do we borrow? To what extent can this country borrow? Do you want us to go to Ghana way?
I do not understand how a government that says that already there's a problem insists on increasing the overall budget from 3.3 trillion, which it was in the previous year, to 3.67 trillion. If you admit there is no money, what is the principle? If you have no money, you cut your coat according to size. So you don't say that you must increase it and therefore you must overtax. You must listen to us, because even if you use the majority to pass this, there's still the courts. And even if you deal with the courts, there's still the people who are sovereign.